Hello and welcome back, everyone. I know it's been a while, but we are back and better, baby. And today, as always, we will talk about a very interesting topic about five things that you should never, and I mean absolutely never, talk about with a guy when you go with him on the first date. Number one, never mention your ex and how shitty he treated you. First of all, when you bring up your ex without the other guy asking you about your past, it shows that you're still stuck up on the situation. But on top of that, if you tell him how shitty he treated you, this guy is just taking notes. And you know what he thinks when you tell him, oh my God, my ex treated me so shitty. My ex cheated on me. Do you know what the guy thinks to himself? He doesn't think to himself, oh my God, poor you. He thinks to himself, oh, if she accepted this clown treatment from her ex, why wouldn't she expect the same clown treatment from me? Or even better, if I do worse, nothing will happen because I'm already aware that she accepted this type of treatment in the past. Whenever you tell a guy on the first date or whatever dates you're going with him, he's taking note of that. And if you tell him something negative from your past, guys in the past didn't respect me, I didn't know how to set clear boundaries, he will understand for himself that he can basically fuck you over because if you allowed this treatment in the past, why wouldn't you allow it now? And also, why would you even talk about your ex? Honestly speaking, when I met guys on my first date and they started to be vulnerable with me right away, I actually found it a major turnoff. Why are you telling me your life story right away? Why are you telling me right away how a girl broke your heart? Because I'm not your therapist and I also don't want to listen about what happened in the past. And also, it's really dumb to open up right away to a guy first time that you see him or the dates after because you don't know how the person feels towards you. So whenever a guy is getting vulnerable right away to me and he tells me that a girl broke his heart in the past, for example, the only thing that I think to myself is, what a loser. If a girl didn't see his worth, why would I? But the same applies the other way around. When you tell him that an ex treated you shitty, he also thinks to himself, oh, well, if her ex treated her shitty, she's probably not that special. And if she wasn't special to him, why would she be special to me? So, if at all, the guy that you're going on a date with asks you about your past, just keep it very short and simple. Of course, everyone has a certain past. Just tell him, yes, you had an ex, it didn't work out, and that's it. But don't get into more detail. The more you get into detail, the more you're creating a pathway for him to fuck you over, especially if you tell him about a negative experience right away. Second of all, as I already mentioned, do not be vulnerable right away. To be vulnerable with a person, they first need to gain your trust. Why would you open up to someone and be vulnerable to someone right away? You don't even know the person and you don't even know how they feel towards you. You should only open up to them step by step, but not tell everything about you right away. The more you tell him as well, the more of an open book you become. If anything, especially after the first date, the guy should be so curious about you that he leaves the date with more questions about you and not with more answers. More answers provides him certainty. But if he leaves the date with you with more questions, he becomes intrigued by you. You become a book that he will never be fully to figure out. And that's exactly that makes you attractive. Always keeping some type of mystery. The moment he knows everything about you and the moment you become an open book, that's also the moment he has power over you and he has you basically wrapped up around his little finger. And I highly doubt you want that for yourself. Number three, never say, I hate all men are trashy, all the men in the past used to treat me like trash. First of all, why are you even going on a date if your mindset is that all men are trashy? But besides that point, this guy will just think that you're an absolute loser and a crazy person, and that you clearly didn't know how to make men respect you, love you, and adore you. Let me tell you, not all men in the world are trashy men. If you are a girl who truly believes that all men in the world are trashy and that there are not good men out there, then you should definitely go see a therapist. You will only attract trashy men into your life. Whatever you believe is also going to show up in your 3D world. So if you believe internally that all men are trash, guess what type of man will show up in your reality? Only trashy ones. And even if you are on a date with a good guy and you tell him that you believe that there aren't good guys out there, he will just think to himself, oh my god, she's such a crazy bitch. Let me prove her right or simply remove myself out of the equation. And if you are a girl who truly hates all men, I suggest for you not to even go on a date to begin with and just stay at home up until you change your mindset and you start operating from an abundance point of view. Number four, never tell a guy, and I mean never, I usually date richer, taller, older guys than you. Why would you tell this to a guy that you are going on a date with? The only thing that you are doing is doing a disfavor for yourself. You're just killing the chemistry between you two if there is even chemistry to begin with. Imagine he starts telling you, oh, I usually date prettier, taller, funnier girls than you. You liked it for yourself? No, that's exactly what I thought. So don't do the same to him. Because if you're telling that to him, not only do you come across as arrogant, but he also just thinks to himself, so why are you here with me right now? I know for a fact that there are a lot of girls out there that want a rich man, the richer, the better. But trust me, you could have a billionaire and he wouldn't even do 10% for you. You should actually give a guy a chance who would give you the world. What do you get from a billionaire? Of course, he has money, but what do you get if he doesn't even give you 10% from what he has to offer? Absolutely nothing. He has the money, he has the car, it is all his. And trust me, flying you out somewhere means absolutely nothing for him. Of course, if you meet a billionaire and he gives you the world, that's good for you. But don't just go for guys based on how rich they are. In most cases, richer people can be more stingy than a guy who is perhaps less well off and who isn't a billionaire. Honestly, as a girl, you should appreciate it how much a guy does for you based on what he has. That's what truly matters. The more he gives to you, the more happier you become. But if you just see a guy for the money he has, but he doesn't even give you anything, what do you even get out of seeing him? Absolutely nothing. So also give guys chances who are not perhaps as rich as someone else. And also, if you complain to a guy that he isn't tall enough for you or that he isn't old enough for you, you already knew that to begin with. And if you didn't know, well, you know now, but you don't need to tell him directly into his face that, oh, that's how it is. If you don't like him, you just don't see him again, but you don't need to tell him on the date, oh yeah, usually I do better than you. Lastly, never be desperate. It's okay to want to be in a relationship, to want to have a partner by your side, but you should never tell a guy on the first date or even on the other dates that you go with him, oh, I'm really looking to be in a relationship. Because the more you tell him that you want to be in a relationship, the more he understands that you want to be in a relationship with him, the more he's going to run away from you. Because psychologically, the only thing that you're doing is putting pressure on him. And no guy likes pressure. If you want to be in a relationship with him and if you like him, if you see that you could potentially see it going somewhere, never tell him about it. Just enjoy going on your dates. Because if you tell him that you want to have a relationship with him, first of all, that is pathetic. And second of all, that's very desperate. It doesn't even matter if you say, I want to have a relationship or I want to have a relationship with you. It translates to the same thing. If anything, should always be the guy's idea that he wants to be with you. You are the prize. You are the person that he needs to earn, and not the other way around. Your life should already be complete without him, and he just elevates your life. You need somebody else to complete your life. You're not even complete on your own, and you never be able to have a healthy relationship to begin with. That being said, a relationship should always be his idea. Never rush into a relationship. If it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. It to happen in the first place, he needs to like you a little bit more than you like him. You like him more than he likes you. You're just gonna suffer. I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Kisses!